All aboard, it's Jang here with a little bit of a trip back in time. This is a Playmobil miniature catalog from 1986 that came with a product that I purchased online, an old used item. And this is the type of video that I have done and has been well received on another channel of mine. I thought I'd try it out here, just taking all of you through a journey through this catalog. It doesn't have any text, any writing in it, but lets you see what things looked like within the Playmobil inventory of products that were available long time ago, almost 30 years ago. So follow along and let me know in a comment if anything sticks out, if anything is really interesting to you. This is all country stuff, so this is country and farm, and this actually surprises me by just how many animals are included here. Looks like there may actually be more animals with these sets than figures. That's pretty cool. Something that I'm not particularly used to. Nice tractors. I like construction equipment and stuff. And it's interesting that the some of the pieces for structures are actually shared with some of the medieval sort of stuff, not actual castles, but some of the side buildings. Might see some of those in here. This is like safari and wildlife stuff, and I really like that vehicle right there personally. But the real focus here is once again on the animals, and there are plenty of them. You know that they still do things like this. That was probably an unlicensed Jeep. It's obviously trying to be an actual Jeep, but probably didn't have the real name on it. But they still do sets like this to this very day. That's a very nice little outpost right there. But they have more detail in the figures nowadays, especially. But these, the building and such, the vehicles actually look pretty good. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, all of these. Interesting. So these are from, if you're not familiar with these, these are from a series that were called Playmobil Color, where they would actually ship the things white, all white, no color whatsoever, and you used markers. You would actually basically draw on them and paint all the color on them yourself. So it was kind of like 3D coloring book sort of thing, except I don't think they actually had any lines, so it wasn't really fill in the colors and color by numbers or anything like that. It really was a little bit more freestyle. And a very interesting concept, but I'm willing to bet that the overwhelming majority of Playmobil color line products did not come out looking like these pictures at all, because it was sold to younger kids. But it's good for fostering creativity. I guess it was an interesting experiment that they did for a while. I really like the use of the lichen there. I don't know if that was actually included with the set, but that green stuff is called lichen, and they just put a little bit of coloring on it, and it looks really good as vegetation for those hippos. Circus theme probably wouldn't fly today, as people have become a lot more aware of issues of taking proper care of animals, and things have kind of moved away from using animals as elements of entertainment in circuses. I know it's still done, but I don't know if they would do a circus theme again, at least not with animals. More of the color theme stuff, and it looks like everything in this set allows you to color them, even the figure. And even here, you can see a lot of the items are still white, and they even show you the head there, the hat actually, on that one guy. I don't think this is related to the circus theme at all right here, but I guess they just had an open space. But you can see some of those are not fully colored in, so they're just showing you how you really could do it however you wanted. And this Western theme looks like, pretty much. All right, let's check out what's coming up next. Here we go. Speaking of medieval, and yeah, there's some of those same pieces used right here, right now. Cool. Yeah, these are, okay, so there's one castle here, and then, yeah, these are just smaller things that have to do with just general life. It's not all about just battle and knights and everything. The thing that I like most about catalogs is looking at these scenes where the company itself actually put together whole dioramas featuring a bunch of their products that really make it look like the folks have come to life. You know, they're really there. They're really doing things. It really fosters creativity and boosts the imagination of kids. This is the type of stuff that made me want to get into Playmobil when I was a kid, even though I wasn't able to, but it kind of stuck with me. It really did stick with me up to this point, and the whole reason that I started this channel was from the impressions that were left on me from very early in life, looking through catalogs like this. Probably not an official Playmobil catalog, but just general like Toys R Us catalogs, things like that would show these same sorts of scenes, probably smaller versions of them, but also the official product photos and stuff. This is really nice, this ship. Eventually I will probably have to get at least one, probably not a big ship, probably a smaller one though, with the old fabric, because that looks like a linen or Egyptian cotton or something like that. I'm not positive, but it looks like more of a cloth than what they use today. It's pretty cool, and they used more strings that you had to rig up yourself during those days. Trains, I love trains, and I'm a big fan of diesel switchers, and I'm so happy that they made an RC version of this that will run on non-brass track, the modern plastic track. I think the modern plastic track is great. It's so durable and everything, but it's different. They had to move to it for the sake of safety and just how things have changed over time, but these were very nice. And that train station is really nice. So they had a full-sized station, fully covered up, and then they had like just a little municipal stop offered as well. And they still make ones just like that. I just recently reviewed one like that. And here's the scene. They put some stuff pretty close together. Looks like a different building back there. So it looks very alive. It's really nice seeing that train coming into the station with the platform to the side, and everything is compact together. It just feels very believable. A little bit of Arctic stuff here. Nice snowcat. Some figure sets for winter as well. Wonder how much of that snowman was actually customizable. I don't know. And this is more train stuff. And some of these things are still being produced to this day. That's a really nice cargo depot. A lot of higher end, like hobby level train stuff for model railroaders, their kits would not even, from other manufacturers that are more serious and not so much toy related, made stuff that didn't even look that good. So that's really nice with the colors and the texture. I'm sure that there was some texture in these boards as well, and just the little differences. You get the darker color down here. That's really nice. The diesel switcher, more modern one, more recent one that has the RC version, came with a newer version of this crane, this old crane. I didn't realize it was that old. Maybe I did, but it feels older now seeing all these other things in context. I've reviewed that car. I have one of those. I don't think I've put it on video yet. They just last year, I think, stopped producing the latest version of the tank car, which looks like it was exactly the same except for the colors. Some of these things have been updated a bit, like this low side car was actually redesigned, so the more modern version looks very much like this, but the doors are wider. So that was changed up. I think the box car is still the same today. There's the smaller steam locomotive, and this is the larger one. The interesting thing here, let's see if you can see it. Yes, you actually can see it. Look between the wheels, between the powered wheels. So right there, you can see an electrical pickup. That's where electricity is picked up. It's a little brush that just brushes over the top of the track. It's picked up from the track. And there's another one right there between those wheels. This actually had a motor in the tender car. So there's a real electric motor in there. There's a real electric motor in there, if I'm not mistaken. 2 motors, so this thing would have the power of 2 whole engines. So quite powerful, could pull a lot of cars. Probably was incredibly expensive as well. One of these days, I'm going to get one of these and try to convert it to RC power, because I have to. Because I look at it, I keep seeing them on eBay, and I keep telling myself, no, do not buy that. But I want to. Construction and track maintenance stuff has been something that I've liked for a long time. Again, since I was a little kid. Actually, the real things too, but not just the Playmobil stuff. And that's just it for this one. So this is a fairly small little miniature catalog, 1986, right there. But fun to see. I think I found another one of these somewhere. I've since lost it, but I will find it again for sure. But haven't looked into that one either. So once I find that, I will share it with all of you. If you have any, again, if you have any thoughts about this catalog, if anything in here kind of stood out for you, or if you were an older viewer or a collector and some of these things have nostalgia for you, post up a comment about that. As always, feedback is appreciated. But otherwise, I will be bringing you more videos very soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.